When you close your eyes, a door opens to another world, the dreams world, and everybody knows what I'm talking about. And when the door of the dreams opens, you are in another world. It has been since men exist that people dream or have visions. It depends on the role of the person, of course, in the society. Dreams are always been like headache for everybody that studies the conscience of people and the relation between humans and the cosmos. With ordinary astrology, you can, of course, have a great help to understand what the dream is about and have a key of reading. But what I was thinking and what I am researching and studying is about the same tradition that links astrology and dreams interpretation. Because there is a tradition, a very old tradition, of course, I have to base on the Hellenic tradition because it's the most documented. Because the most ancient one, of course, we have some records that are worth studying and taking consideration, but compared to the Hellenic tradition, we have much less information. And we Westerns are born basically with the classical culture that includes the Hellenic culture, so we are not really far from this culture and tradition. Admit that Christianity, Islamism, and Hebraism, so basically all Abrahamic religions may have, and they have, a different technique to, let's say, read the dreams, and they can be involved in the reading of dreams. But that's also, this characteristic is a key in the Hellenic tradition. In the Hellenic tradition, you need to know what's the religion of the person to read the dream, because it can change drastically. And there are other factors that you have to take into consideration to read a dream. And there are many different kinds of dreams, okay? Some are literal, and I don't know why. There are some traditions that says that claim that there are no literal dreams, so they are very rare. But for some people, they are not rare at all. Okay, and that's one kind of dream. Other kind of dream is allegoric, and that's where we need to read it. Sometimes allegoric can be also prophetic, because it depends on the role of the person, on the beliefs of the person, and on many other circumstances that the dreams is showing us. This is something very important to have keys to analyze the dreams. I personally don't agree with the psychology interpretations of dreams, because first of all, the psychology way of interpret dreams it has roots in this Hellenic tradition, first of all, and then it's read in all other way, it's like to read and to foretell the behavior of the person, which I think is completely useless anyway. Even if it will be true, it's useless. What it is useful is when dreams are telling you something. They are foretelling you something, or they're opening your eyes on a certain situations. And I will say that dreams and visions in this thing, they are the same. Why? Because when you, for example, if you are in the practice of asking visions to understand the situation or to see hidden things, then you have visions. And the same way to read the visions may be the same as the dreams. The thing is, if you ask visions, it's of course you have basically a rule, so you are already insert in a certain category for reading the dreams. But this is very important to know when we operate and we try to read dreams. If you are somebody that is reading dreams and trying to interpret dreams, I advise to deep, really deep in the Hellenic tradition. Now, of course, we may have some features that in the Hellenic tradition that are missing, because, for example, nowadays we have television, and television, for example, is not mentioned in the Hellenic tradition, but there may be something similar, okay? And of course, there are dreams that are easier to read compared to others. And also, we may encounter like a mix of dreams, like a part of the dream is literal and the other one is allegoric. This can happen as well. And that's where our orary astrology is useful, for example. We have to say, anyway, that it's really difficult, if not impossible, to verify for sure if what came out in the reading of the dream is true or not, even with orary. I mean, it makes sense for the person that is asking what the dream is about, but of course it's very difficult to verify it. It's not like asking where I left my phone, because where you left your phone it's possible to verify, but it's more difficult to verify, of course, instead what a dream is about exactly. But it still can be really useful. And digging in this, let's say, world of dreams, it has always been very important for humanity. So, I will go with some examples for the Hellenic traditions that you may find useful for yourself. Now we go, for example, to read when we dream about having long and beautiful hair. This means generally something good, and that you're going to elevate yourself, and especially for women, this is very good, because women also use others people's hair to adorn themselves, and nowadays we use even synthetic hair to do that. So, and it's also very good for priests and people that are studying the dreams, the kings, princes, and people that are creating something, so basically like artisans or something like that. When we dream about making like knots, or maybe even braids, I would say, with the hair, it still means something really good, but with lots of effort, because of course this lots of abundance of the hair can cause like knots, and these knots are the symbol of difficulties, but that doesn't mean that it's bad. It's still good, because abundance may bring also little troubles. Then, on the contrary, having really bad hair, like maybe like wild hair, but really in bad conditions, and I think that you are shortening the hair, it can bring misery. It can bring misery and troubles and sadness. One more. To have like wool in the hair, it also can bring infirmities. And there are also few other ways how to read the head and the hair in the dreams, of course. We go to another subject in the dreams that can be useful. Okay, this is kind of special. If this ear feels or they look like hair of pigs, they can mean like the dangers are coming. But if this ear are ear of the horses, it's something about the slaves, because in that period there were slaves, and misery again. But if it's a slave or something alike, dreaming this, it will just mean that there is I will say a connection, but it's not a connection actually, it's like a link with your owner or something like that. So that's kind of complicated, but because nowadays we technically don't have slaves, but practically, well, it's possible to discuss about that. Okay. This is very special, but it has been happening a lot to me. For example, if dead people resurrect, it means that troubles are coming, because if deads are arising alive, they may demand their goods back, and it can open to contentious situations. Of course, I was thinking, it many times happened to me, that I was dreaming this person resurrected, or actually I was not clear this person was dead or alive anymore in the dream. I was confused, and it happened literally that she started to ask about her stuff, how her stuff have been used. So I can't agree with this way of reading the dream. Okay, if we dream clouds, white clouds, they show happiness, and when they move, they are talking about a pilgrimage and about people that come back to their homeland, and they find out about secrets. If these clouds are shining, they predict anxious, like troubles and like with ansia, but also also fortune, like so luck, with melancholic. Happiness and good things can come also with a trace of melancholy. So that was what they mean. We have also like this feeling, I think, when we see the clouds in the dreams. We have some kind of melancholy or something like that, even if they will bring good. They are very beautiful to see, I see this way of reading the dreams like more natural than, different stuff, that I've been seeing many ways of reading the dreams. So if you have a dream and you would like to know more about that, you can contact me and have a reading with me. I will help you with the help of the stars.